To get the humidity up, bro. Oh, AC, man. You give me all crazy all you want. It makes you go to sleep, I know. Yeah. It's distilled water. You cannot have none of this. You better not lick it. I'm not playing with you, Al. You're gonna be like a dog. You're gonna learn how to listen when I'm saying something, because you're already talking back with me. You're already talking feisty. Yeah. When I'm talking yeah to you. I got, you got fresh water right there, bro. You just like to see me pouring it? Don't like that. Stuff is not, you cannot drink that. Get your head out there. Thank you. Listen. Yep. We got the one over there going, we're gonna have this one. So it'll be nice and humid. Okay? Get some humidity going. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Alright, let me take these off. I'll do it on Saturday, man. There's too many people out there, bro. I don't want to be around the people. Well, I'm all kitted up and shit, and they looking at me like, who in the fuck is Rambo Cop? Nigga, I ain't Rambo Cop, nigga. Oh, supposed to... I can't believe these Timberlands are 22 years old. I thought they were 17. They're 22 years old. Let's have a look at the data. 22-year-old. I'm not playing. Get away from my feet. Look, he want to play with my feet, y'all. Get your ass away. Move. Move. I didn't mean to scare you. Oh shit, you funny little motherfucker. Put on some Nikes. He sucks. What's going on, guys? We'll start here in a little bit. I'm just going to read. Yeah, that thermal, that motherfucking, I can see through walls with that bitch, bro. For real. That goddamn, I can see through walls, yo. Like, if you move around, I can watch your ass. Know exactly where the fuck you at. Anyway, I always do that. That's why I got it. Let's play music a little bit. I'm getting the reading. I made me some, I fried me up in coconut and olive oil because I love my corn, my mesa tortillas. I got my red Jersey grits, which are they're old, they're ancient. I used to make them down in Pueblo, a lot of places. This is the way grits are supposed to be made, like steel cut oats. For those who like to eat oats and shit. You like that? Is that pretty cool, Papa? He said, I'm checking it out, Pop, big brother. All right, but anywho, I'm just gonna read a little bit, and then we'll come back a little later, read a little more. Keep those donations coming, y'all, because I really want to get rid of that. It's up to it. It was at $740. It's back up to like about $1,200. The books that I want to get, but the prices are changing, people. I told y'all if you donate, match, we get them in. I actually got this. I don't know where this is from. I mean, I got a bunch of books coming in from different places. It's not just 2 or 3 no more. It's like several different places. I got books coming in. Dude! I'm sorry, why you run like that? You know my energy, nigga. Man, you be having fun all the time. It's not number 2. It's number 7. How did I get this before number 2? I don't get that. I'm waiting on number fucking 2 and they send me number 7. What the fuck? Look, I'm serious. They sent me number 7. I just opened it up. Number 7. They sent me number 7. This is the energy of life. I need number 2. So, I don't know what the fuck's going on, people. But yeah, just donate so that way, oh, my weed fell. I'm gonna roll me something different today. This weed is so mellow and good. It's like, it don't get me all high and shit. I love that. All right. That's a book we don't want to read. Not right yet. So, number 7, y'all. I'm waiting on number 2. I think it's supposed to be here next week. Remember, what did I say? What day was it? It's supposed to be here. I don't fucking know. Let me see. There's a lot of things going on that shouldn't be going on, but let me see what day it was supposed to be. Look at my, what you call it? Excuse me. What the fuck? Something's wrong with these motherfuckers, man, for real. Say what? What's the delay? Oh no, I gotta do something right quick. Y'all just stay right there. Alexander, calm down. Shit. Alright, for real. Just because you can see them now, don't mean you gotta be hyped up. Slow yourself down. That's the energy I'm giving you. Calm your ass down. And I mean it. Yo, nigga. What the fuck? Excuse me, guys. Number 2, nigga. Excuse my language. Yeah. What the hell, bro? I'm reading it, guys. What the fuck is this revised? What is that? Man, just give me my motherfucking book to me. Oh, okay. I'll put that in. All right, so we're gonna go with it's different because I'm waiting till I get the number up right. So I gotta use my card to order this shit again. It's saying something, fuck, I don't know what it is. But it went, what? My apologies, hold on guys. Yes! Motherfuckers, man. Who these, everybody out there with this worthless ass dollar that we made worthful. Thank you, motherfucker. What? Okay, so we're good, right? It's saying October 11th and the 14th, guys. So that's like, right? I mean, today's the 5th, right? Thursday, right? So next Wednesday. So between next Wednesday and Saturday. So if it's Saturday, they already told me that they'll put it in the box. They were sorry for that. I says because every time I come here by 4 or 4:30, you people know you got packages for me, but somebody's playing a game here, and I saw those 2 military motherfuckers working in the back. I want to know who they are. They said, oh, they're not here. I says, no, they come in here. These are underground motherfuckers to prep everything. But center, when people fall, not here, and the people who can't fight, these foreign motherfuckers, yeah, that's what they want. It wants to be the center to. And I says, you know what? I better not see one of them motherfuckers walking down the street again, because I'm gonna approach them and ask them, what's your business here on my land? I'm gonna ask them. I don't give a fuck what they on. See, this is what people don't get about me, man. I keep telling you that we're not the same, but I'm not gonna expedite on that. I'm gonna let these motherfuckers tell it. It ain't no King Kong on top of the building and a bunch of fake ass motherfucking barnstormers flying around shooting them down. It's some different shit, and y'all just need to get yourselves together and stop being stupid. Stop being afraid of death, because that's not the end of it. Stop being cowards and standing down to things you don't need to stand down to, and stop believing that these wayward, goofy pale skins in the bad positions doing bad gifts who infer difference, like some of those worthless niggas who infer difference and make all of us look bad when it's a handful of them because of the media and everything else. I don't know why CNN and all them places are still standing. Because y'all are pussified. You're scared. No, you are. And see, these people, you know what their difference is? To do things to you when they got you. We're going to torture you and do weird shit you have no idea about. You're the motherfucking weak ones. You have no idea that how many times you may have been through it on a different realm. And how many times you actually fought back and won. Because you're listening to worthless people. I have people who watch me and I love them to death, man. I don't care what crayon color, they move away from that. And they come to realize that we are kinfolk. We all are related. The dynamics of this little made-up world that they've created is structurally unsound. But you can be unsound and unfound with it. And I don't care. You can subscribe, you can remove yourself, I don't care. I might not never be able to tell you the story, and it's not my loss. Appreciate that donation, young family. I appreciate that. Let's keep them coming in so we can get all these books before whatever's going to happen. At least I've had them here, and I can just sit down because I would really like to do a 24 to 48 hour. This times I'll stay up for 2-3 days, y'all. I don't do nothing, but I would like to just read all day. Manny P. Hall got me into recording myself reading, right? I haven't uploaded them because I like to interact. I can't interact if I don't see somebody. Hey, Snoop, what's up? Herbo, Mikey Hill. If I can't see nothing. I got one video I know that I was reading that day. I had to edit it a few times, and it was kind of hard. And the thing that it's a website I'm using that's from Android. It works pretty good, but you got to really pay attention when you're. What I do is I put it in cloud and I use my laptop and then I edit it on there. But on here I can do it on here, and it's a little hatchy. You know what I'm saying? So, but they look pretty good. Some of y'all seen some of the editings on one of the shoot videos I did, but and that was just mild shit, But I have one video I read, and when I got through editing, I realized, and without knowing, because I don't pay attention to time, I had read for like 7.5 hours. Different books, but they all tied in so fabulously. And then when I edited it, I made a mistake and I put one part where it wasn't supposed to be at. You would never know, but I know. So I had to re-edit it, and I haven't done it yet. So it's the last 3 parts. So it's the third to the second of the last. And then the second, well, they got to be flipped around. But the thing is, when I'm editing, I got rid of the video. So I literally got to use that video to splice those 2 parts out and switch them around. You get what I'm saying? Like from here to here. So, yeah. So anyway, and then looking at the phone, you go blind looking at this motherfucker. So, and I might upload that, like, just for, because these books that I read, it was 12 different books. And, it could go viral. Let's put it like that. Anyway, but I'm thinking about like a 24, 48 hour, just while I'm going through books. And y'all see how I literally, in front of you with the books, go to books and read, and you see the correlation and how they work. And I guess you could say that'd be teaching somewhat. But that's if you understand it. You dig what I'm saying? So, but let's go ahead and get with the reading. So yeah, it's going to be here between 11th and the 14th. Because that part, I'm going to start reading those the moment that comes in. And we still have a lot that we're still going to continue. Don't worry about the American Covenant, the Women of the Marianne, the Hathamathas. We're still going to read that. You got to pay attention to this. Follow along, women. You just know that I know that you're more powerful than you can even imagine. More powerful than the men. But the men being protectors are super fucking people. The men being protectors, it's a different kind of power. It's not the kind of power that we've come to understand. It's a broken relationship of truth. When I say you're more powerful, like I said, you're the battery. Well, what protects the battery? The housing, right? Well, what's the housing like? It's like a lock, like a key, but not locking you away. It's that thing like a mace and a shield in the right man's hands. It could be in a woman's too, but then what would the power be? You see what I'm saying? So keep the power protected, the real power, the source to which we both comprised of. The men are to protect that source. The women cannot protect it. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in the script we're in now. But when the men fall, the women can pick up and be just as damaging. See, the thing is, some people in their fake little world have a hard time dealing with that, especially when the woman's melanated. But that's why they need the melanated woman perverse. And I saw these older women in their 40s and 50s dancing to that pink pussy hole pink and the booty hole brown. And I had to shoot them a message. I said, you know, it's sad that y'all are in that state, and you never got to mature to see who you really are. And it's real sick that even this dynamic of the weakest, most fucked up, intrusive, not even melody, frequency can affect you. Walking around with yoga pants all tight on your ass, like you ain't don't know can't even do a damn split. Hell, have a hard time sitting on the damn toilet to take a shit. This is real stuff, man. I'm not gonna sit here and bite my tongue, y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and read, because I don't want to get too. That could be a whole podcast, but Westside's gonna be setting up a podcast for Saturday. I'm gonna be in it. Rondo, we're gonna make sure that we have this conversion. Hopefully, original Lone Wolf, Lord, everybody's gonna be there. Snow, you're not in the chat on the phone, the SMS, but I want to have a chat where we could really discuss. Because me and Westside was really talking about some powerful shit, and I think it'd be a great thing. So that way he could show some videos alluding to it, look at the time and what was going on, and then we can break it down even further. But I appreciate the donation like that. Like if you send $3, $4, $5, I love it, because it really, and the people that know me know that I'm like, you know, I had crackhead and meth head and all that. I am so stuck on books. It's like when this one came in, the ladies come out in the back like they're doing the thing like as if it was my birthday at goddamn. He's gonna chew now. I'm gonna let him chew it. This is not right good. There's no grass for me around here. That's over here. But like as if you were at, you know, Chipotle or something, or some place that's singing happy birthday to you, right? They come out. You can see them signaling each other. They come out because even the librarians are going, how many books do you get? So they come out. If you see Red up here, it's because there's books. And it's like, oh, Mr. Red, that's what they say, Mr. Red or Mr. James, who doesn't know me from the rest. You only got one book today. I said, but that's cool. It's better than none. You know how people walk up to the mailbox and they go, no news is good news. No, I need all news. There's no such thing as bad news. No matter which way or direction it goes, we focus, we speak, and we give power to shit. Okay? Hidden lands beyond Antarctica. Ah, yes, yes. Oh, yeah, this is going to be it. We read that was good. The petrified trees. Remember I said there's a petrified forest here in Arizona. Any of y'all ever been to it? If not, it's not a forest. I really believe them to be bones. And if you study geometry and all that other stuff, the math of things, and you study, excuse me, like any of y'all ever built those little human models we can see through? If you study anatomy and all that kind of stuff, and in medicine, there's nothing wrong with going to the library, bringing out some books, studying about the brain. They have real pictures that you can see, okay? And you go there. I would love to go with you. I would love if people come and we go together. Chip all about put the figures in together. It's not no motherfucker come here and I'm Big Daddy bullshit. Fuck out of here. And we go and we enjoy it all together as a family. And then allow them, without going crazy, but allowing yourself to internally go fucking bombastic, just see and touch and go holy, and allow yourself to see. You know what I mean? That's great stuff, man. Yeah, we that was a good reading yesterday. So you know we're going to get into the book of Ninjma and Shaki, right? Okay. I just want to look ahead of something. I'm not going ahead in this book. I refuse to. I skimmed around in the back part stories and I looked at the end and everything. I wanted to read this with y'all. I said that, and that's what I'm doing. Because I have the habit of zooming all the way through the book and be like, and read it to you, but no. Well, this is going to be fucking good. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to these two chapters. Let me stop the elevator music. Let me take a sip. Mm-hmm. That's good. That's some weird fucking water. Anyway, chapter 9. Oh, excuse me. Hidden lands beyond the Antarctica. The continuation of Morris's journey, William Morris's, between interconnected planets. And we know, we've already cleared and they elaborated in the book what it means, and I've confessed that to you myself as well. But no sconfadum, no confusion, and that's Claudio Nocelli, okay? Spaniard. As far as I'm concerned, he's still a relative. Kind of looks like Kiramio, doesn't he? Anyway, let's go ahead and get chapter 9, the hidden lands of the book of Ninjma and Shaki. What's going on, beloved? Hey, Mikey Hill. Snoo. Man, you make me smile every time I say Herbo, beloved. Mr. C, peace, beloved. What's cracking, Marcus William? Good to see you here, man. I know it's crazy with the notification, but we can just keep moving forward, you know? Anyway, let's get it in. There are several continents surrounding the first walls, just outside the continents unknown to the seventh generation, or the great majority. Seventh generation of man. 7. Pay attention. For those who got into that, what they call that, you want to build? What degree does the sun build at? I'm beat you up 5% of bullshit anyway. And I say great majority because there is a small group of people close to secret organizations who are aware of this, as they have direct contact with some custodians and who have served faithfully against our brothers. These continents can be found under various names, and believe me, I have fervently read the thousands and thousands of books on maps and geography in general here in the great library of the capital called the Ark. And I have found the various lands that surround. Remember what the Ark is in Celestial Republic, right? So you remember it's that which was attained by the human giants, the Anakim, and everybody else, and passed down through history from the custodians and Anunnaki as to what they've been doing and the truth with the knowledge, knowing of all lands. Anyway, and I have found the various lands that surround both yours and ours, and the names may be different and may be modified as they are studied. But I have on more than one occasion asked many ancestral teachers, including Captain Butler, if y'all remember him, who has recommended to me one of the most complete and complex books of this beautiful culture, which could be called in the native language translation to something like the Book of Ninjmu. But even more so, if what one seeks is knowledge, being a bit of an attraction from the beginning of being a survivor who has crossed over from the other side, that hostile place that today is looked at from afar, and having overcome a major battle here when the custodians attacked us upon arrival, I think I have earned a bit of respect from the citizens, and for that, they never ever reneged on spending hours sitting next to me to translate texts or help me understand the millions of questions and confusions I had in my mind and still have, although a bit more dissipated. Renege. Don't be reneging on me, people. The book in question had very detailed maps and compared with the book of Sheki. It was known that the giants had to their credit several kilometers. Trauma hard. What's going on, beloved? It's a message. Excuse me. It was known that the giants had to their credit several of kilometers traveled under the Great Dome and were knowledgeable of both other worlds and other races, as they had been contacted and engaged in conversations with many of them. Hey, what's going on, beloved? It is worth mentioning the different existing giant races, which are several, and not all of them are in favor of human liberation, although they are reluctant to discuss or explain in depth about this subject. What has reached my ears is that no giant race would be giant or liberation, be against our, excuse me, that no giant would be against our liberation, but simply many of them would not be willing to try to help us because of the consequences that this could entail. For example, what happened during the 6th generation with the ancestor is reason enough not to set foot again on those lands that today are so far from my sight, but not so far from my heart, my lands of origin that I have called Earth so many times before knowing this path of truth. Following the book of Ninjmu and comparing it with the book of Sheki, we can come to the conclusion that each race that, and that's not how this sounds, I'm just saying that to you, okay? Each race that lives in a land will name it in such a way that they can make themselves understood for their subsequent geographical location. Ergo, what we're dealing with today, all the renames, reclassifications, whitewashing, and everything else. Tracking organization of the same, and yet white doesn't mean nothing about skin color anyway. In turn, in their native language or communication they have, consequently, the root of the original name of a site is always lost, but rather begin to use others that are understandable and easy to locate based on the coordinates provided. There may also be some differences based on their actual location or shape, as it was being done as technology and exploration were carried out, especially to the second walls and surrounding the hidden lands of Asgard. Like, I would never expect people who are all caught up in this Hebrew religion and all that other stuff, for you people still holding on to that shit. I keep telling you it's a way of life. But some people are pragmatic and really stupid, because it's hard to separate. When I say that this land, this place is pretty much Israel, people have a hard time dealing with that, because they hold on to shit that's far from the truth. I'm not here to change anything that you believe, but if you want to hold on to that, you can go right ahead. It's like the niggas that tell you, forget about agape, which is a total encompass of one kind of love. There is no other, to which alludes to the fact. But Israel is this place, regardless of what you think and how you feel. From here, I will humbly give you the names as they were translated from these books, but you can find several different names for each race. And if we consider the native language of the ancestral lands, then it would be even more complex than the translation does not lose the essence of each one. Anyway, I will try. And in parentheses, and it's long, it states, it should be noted that you will also find maps with different names within the known lands that will not have any relation with the names found in the ancestral library or that have been shared from here or there. Chapter 10, Lands Across the Antarctic Polar Circle. And for those, I know you've seen one picture, but this is about as real as it fucking gets. Sad thing is, it's actual fact. It's actually real. It's not that it's fake, because you're looking at it and see it in the midst of what they've drawn. You know, it's a lot. Like I told you, all these lands are connected. And nobody wants to believe me. Oh well, it's not my problem. Anyway, chapter 10, lands across the Antarctic polar circle. The lands where I am stepping at this moment are called ancestral lands, or lands of the ancestors. They can also be known as ancestral republic, or different names that sounded something, sometimes there in my lands of origin when infiltrating us with information. Excuse me. Let me read that again, because my ear was itching. I didn't want to hit you, but too much. Anyway, are called ancestral lands, or lands of the ancestors. They can also be known as ancestral republic, or different names that sounded sometimes there in my lands of origin when infiltrating us with information. In ancestral lands live mostly humans of the 6th generation. Survivors of the Reset and the Great War fought there against the Anunnaki and custodian power. Some of the survivors were able to regenerate their bodies in their entirety in order to reach the maximum possible lifespan between the first and second dome, and lead a prosperous life continuing with other generations to come. In these lands also live a small percentage of giant humans, also survivors of the Great Tartary, and giants of the South. And then a tiny portion is integrated by us, those who arrived during the new humanity. Some of the jokers here call us the sleepers, as a way of differentiate them from the previous ones. Since in the new humanity for the movement, the vast majority do not know their essence and their environment. But as I said, it is just a joke, because as in all resets, humanity is born manipulated to not reach this information or make it covering as long as possible. Possibly, if there were survivors of past resets here, they would call the next generation in the same way. In this new humanity full of confusion and despair, it seems to be simple to rewrite history and lead many down the path of spiritual self-destruction, which we're seeing today. Once the majority does it, then it will only be time for others to imitate. If that isn't the fucking truth. Today, when the media is controlled, the interference is greater. I mean, the interference it will do in the minds, what it will do in the minds will be to such a degree, and when one runs in terror before something or someone that gives us the feeling of imminent attack, it is not the same a state of alertness in mere silence than one being in a critical situation with danger of being attacked. You will get two totally different and opposite paths. The ancestors here are 81,039,041 people. At the moment I am writing this, that's at the moment writing this, that live throughout all these lands, although people do not crowd in the great capital for work or to obtain another type of benefit as it happens in our lands. Like any great city anyway, it gathers a great number of people within the same number indicated. There are some humans living in the ancient lands of Anak and in the lands of Shiki. There are no records there that there is another group of humans at least settled in other lands between the first and second dome that have at least sent signals or established some communication with these lands. And check this out, crossing the second dome and second ice wall, and without any of the ancestral masters of the Shiki having confirmed it to me, it is said that there are humans in the lands of Venus, and that there is a great connection and relationship with the Venusians. In fact, when the parasites tried to colonize them, they were able to expel them by reaching an agreement. And within that agreement, one of the strong points was nothing more and nothing less than the discussion about human liberation, although this was not achieved. There are confirmed humans in the lands of Mars from the known continents. Many of them were sent there as a prize for having betrayed their own brothers. Then this colony settled there along with other races, and some of the following generations have left these lands in search of another type of life, commenting that the life that takes place in Mars is totally conflictive and harmful in all its dimensions. A ship from there has arrived to our coast, as well as ancestral ones have been infiltrated there by the birds, not Baring, but the Admiral Byrd Strait, named after him. This is pretty heavy shit, y'all, when you think about it, right? Well, next will be chapter 11, the lands of Asgard and the Dialotolo passage, which is, I guess you could say, Russian. You'd be surprised how many people fighting wars and they don't want to have no part to do with it. But because you don't know who to trust, who to convey or converse with, you run the gamut. And there are enough sick people here that we can send them elsewhere. They can go elsewhere and they can fight all the little dumbass wars they want. But when you have people who have been made to believe that they control the narrative and they really don't, it's because you are blind and you subjugate yourself to a system, a former system of repressive ideology and regime mentalities to which don't mean shit. You give it meaning. Would they exist without you? Would the perversion exist without you? Think about it. All right? So we'll get into that a little later. I'm about to eat. I appreciate y'all. No, we'll get into ancient and modern Britons and the Jews and Muslims. Well, I'm going to read 2 more chapters of this, and then next we'll read those as well. All right? But yeah, this something to think about. So we're in chapter 11, okay? And I'm going to read this. I need to take a breather because every time I go through here and I look at the ones I'm reading to you, I've got them all marked up. I need y'all to have control. You hear me? You must be in control. And I'm not talking about just how you feel, but you must be in control totally. Okay? So when I was on hold, I used to grid. I saw a young standing behind Jim and approached him to my stomach to see a melanated young brother who seemed his eyes were empty. Hey, salute, Max B. It's crazy, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's sad, man. And it's and it's gonna get worse. You know what I mean? It's gonna get worse. Equator 7, what's gonna be in a minute? What's going on, beloved? What's cracking? What's cracking? You know, it's been a minute, man. Yeah, it's I walk around here and I see the same thing, and people in the story, I hear dark penetrating emptiness. But they're not empty. It's just a place they've selected. You know, we say compartmentalized. They put themselves in this dire predicament or the situation. It's like they void themselves out to be all right. But see, when you cut and chase, that means that the inner you hasn't been fed appropriately. And it's not abstained from the worst, the veneration that's going around. And so we get this derivative that becomes an illusion. I see it all the time. It's good to see you, beloved. Yes, the greatest 7. It's good to see you, beloved. Yes, sir. Mars is a war zone and Anunnaki experimental land of all kinds. It begins. And you can believe it based upon even the movies that they've laid out. In some sense, they want people to believe that men are from Mars, war, right? Women are from Venus. Pay attention. You know, there's nothing new under the sun. Buzz Aldrin wears a shirt called Get Your Ass to Mars. Well, when he was alive, that motherfucker went to Mount Hebron. You know that, right? I was in all his classrooms. So, yeah. It's good to see you too, brother. He was polite, had to engage on the street level to make him aware I wasn't any threat, but it was like an empty. Yes, of course. Because you got to remember, they have to put themselves in a way to be able to deal. And a lot of times, if they snap, it can be confusing for some of those who think they're intelligent and aware of things. Most of the time, I tell people you could think you're intelligent and all this stuff and bullshit. Intelligence is like, what's his name, brother? What's his name? Who was telling people, you know, people go to college, right, to train or to learn, right? What is really going on? College is but another place to train people. You're not learning shit. They train you in what they want you to know to be gifted and dumb. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, and reality is he hasn't been properly nurtured. So many haven't. And what is proper nurture? Well, like I always make it real simple and say we deal with the Hava and we deal with the Jannah. Proper nurturing means to be raised not in the abstract, not in this perversion. That's literally, it's that simple. It's not a complicated, long derivative of pain and gross disconnect. And I would say the majority of people's light want to be fed good, and it knows how to shut down. And most people can never explain it because we're ignorant on so many levels ourselves. And I mean, when I say ignorant, I mean like in the 90 percentile. It's just the reality. It's messed up, but it's the truth, you know? Yeah, I ain't talking about his death. I'm talking about school and the fact of where he is. But when you said that, I thought, yeah, when he used to wear it, yeah, I know, yeah, you're right, baby. And I appreciate all the comments, man. I appreciate people talking. I had my 9 at the shirt, and he couldn't relate. Of course not. Yes, of course not. He can't relate. Most people don't know how the first I did with 9. You need to have a T-shirt that explains it. Has the breakdown of it even in this minute form, and it has an explanation of what it is. So people, because most people, that's pretty new to people. When you talk about 7 and 9 ethers, nobody knows what that is. You know, maybe some religious guys walking around in the fake Islam, whatever. When I say that, I'm talking about people fake, falsely practicing. Now I'm realizing that it's a lifestyle steeped in Hebraic lifestyle, which is not even a religion. But anyway, most people don't have a clue. You got to tell them what it means. You know, make sure that you have 9 ether and what it alludes to. It's real simple, because most people are going to be the way they're going to be, because there's so much information popping out at people. Excuse me. And people can be lied to even with the information that's popping out. The problem is when we start getting into the truth phenomenon, I call it phenomenon, but area, what truth is actually real? Like I tell people all the time, what I'm saying is not always based upon truth. It's relevant to the fact that you can study and assert yourself in some form of a narrative that might paint a pretty picture, or you see something, or you might come across something that elevates you in that place. But you need to also be an antagonist without being vile and indiscriminate. But also say, well, why would I even pay attention? There's a reason why I read 5, 6, 7 books at a time. It's not because I don't want you to question. I want you to be relevant to the reason of who the authors may be. That's why I share them. So that way I say, look into these authors when I share their names. What have you found? What singularity in this composition called life that would make you believe that these individuals didn't throw a whole lot of bullshit out there, or where did they get the information? It's like Howdy Mikowski's, 2022, based on 2019, his first book, when you're talking about Tartaria here in America. The fact that these people came here and none of their backgrounds fit to what the endeavors they became. You see what I'm saying? They moved into ancient buildings. And I keep telling the people that these buildings are beneath the mud flood. The flood and the mud flood is one together. And that's why there's so much sediment over all those old buildings and architecture. But those buildings were built different. And they still stand underground, and these motherfuckers have circumvented, went down, dug mud up, and seen how enormous these things are. But they must keep it a secret from you. And who are these bastards? But nobody will know if they don't do the research. Or take the risk to go to Philly or this, that, and other place and say, hey, be around the right. Sometimes it might take 2 or 3, 6 months to hear people talking about certain things. I was down on A Street when I heard somebody at this vegan restaurant talking about this place down off First where you can go down and you can go down and see all the old cities. I went down there with a friend and I saw the Model T Ford up under the motherfucking. Look, man, and the round subways, these round tram cars and everything else, and no electric. And then found this other thing with these stairs, and you can see where it's bricked off. A motherfucker Army Corps engineer, some traitors ass fake motherfuckers came and bricked it off. But he said, don't worry, we went around the other side. Them motherfuckers had dug it out. Our people had dug it out. And there was another part showing the stairs, walking by the stairs to go down. I was like, nigga, I ain't got a flashlight. I ain't going down there. He says, oh no, man, it goes way down. The stairs will go down, the stairs will go down. I'm like, nigga, this is New York. He says, bro, there's a lot of shit up under here. And I was like, of course, I know. I got people in Philly, Pennsylvania. Oh, shit. Them motherfuckers down up under the ground. They going 500, 800 feet up under the ground. All kind of old machinery and shit they never took out but built down. Oh, man, this stuff down there is crazy. Same thing with motherfucking San Fran and motherfucking Nevada. We all know about But see, nobody wants to pay attention to the truth. That's like, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna share this. And I'm gonna get the fuck off of here. You have people come from China who ain't part of this bullshit, who really come here just because they want to get away. They know what they're dealing with, or they rich, or they've been here and they just, want to relax. They're unaware of what their government and this fake ass CIA government working with these motherfuckers to bring those commandos and all of them across the border. That's what the fuck's happening. And this is what the UN and all these motherfuckers do. And when shit jumps off, everybody will start killing up a whole bunch of Chinese. And it won't be them. See, this is how they do it. And people have no fucking idea. I mean, look at Haiti. You never hear about the niggas they killed out there when there was a bunch of Colombian motherfucking monkeys that worked for the fake governments. And they had to pin it on one motherfucker who actually is probably a special forces operator who trained and worked with other ones. So they had to make a whole different. Because how are these motherfucking MI6, how are they going to sit here saying, yeah, that's our boys that went over there and killed the motherfucking Haitian president? You get where I'm coming from? This is how they stir shit up. And then people are too stupid to even fucking know. You have motherfucking soldiers running around in the cities with certain groups, and they know how to manipulate them. Like you have ODA here, you got motherfuckers that know how to manipulate people, and they can say, hey, look, we're going to arm up, we're going to fight up, we're going to strike out against these motherfuckers. Just like that goofy, fat-headed motherfucking FBI punk motherfucker down at January 6th, which was a big act in itself, telling some of the people who came out there because they wanted to support. Let's go up in there, let's go on this FBI motherfucker. And yet they still able to operate? No, this is what I'm saying, because y'all are still divided. You don't know how to see things for what they are and recognize good people. I hate that word good, but it is what it is. And most people are nervous and they walk timid. Know that everything is aloof. This fake ass government, you look at these motherfuckers talking, they reading goddamn prompts. Every time you see a sheriff, and he's not speaking from the fucking gut. Like one guy who speaks from the gut, I love that brother. He was the one that from Texas or Florida, whatever the fuck. But the other ones, you look at them, they sitting there looking at the screen in front of the witch card. It don't mean a goddamn thing because the nigga don't give a fuck. Okay? Florida got some of the worst, dumbest, racist, dumb motherfucking, and they're everywhere else too. And worthless ass niggas think they something else. But I just wanted to share that with y'all, all right? So don't walk around here with a whole bunch of hate in your heart, because that ain't gonna solve shit. You can love like a motherfucker and still take a tyrant, and you know. Okay. So I appreciate y'all. Still hit that cash up. Come on, man. Let's get this shit going, y'all. Because I'm going to get all them fucking books. I don't believe in time, but I know that you ain't got that much. Beloved sisters and brothers, see y'all here shortly. Hey, DeAndre Baldwin, what's going on, beloved? What was that, babe? God damn, you wrote a book, baby girl. What was that? Seven in the body. Above the head. As above, as below. Yeah. Destruction in New York and New York underground cities. But yes, yes. And they destroy the top of them too, just so they can hide them. We'll check the email, brother. But not right now. I'm just gonna get off and take care of some things. But just help me get the rest of these books, guys. All right? Because like I said, I've been ordering so many books. I did it. That was number 7. I ordered that long after number 2. Like, what the fuck? Then I had to go and figure out what was going on number 2. So I appreciate everybody. I really do. It's number love and respect. And you can see I just keep. I got a wall that's growing of books down here that are new books. Like, and then I got books all over the fucking place. But appreciate y'all. All right. So I'm gonna see y'all on the low back. Appreciate y'all. I do.